Welcome back to Explain the Charts, where we bridge the gap between current events and market analysis. Today, February 12th, 2025, we're focusing on the tech giant, Microsoft, MSFT, a stock that's been making headlines recently. Let's start by looking at the latest news from Google search and financial websites. Recent reports reveal concerns about Magnificent Seven stocks, including Microsoft, due to massive AI spending. However, Microsoft also boasts a high technical rating from Nasdaq Dorsey Wright, suggesting underlying strength. This conflicting information highlights the complexity of assessing MSFT's current trajectory. Now let's move to the charts to better understand this complex situation. We'll begin with the daily chart to establish long-term trends. The daily chart shows a relatively stable price for Microsoft, fluctuating within a well-defined range. Recent price action suggests increased volatility, potentially signaling a breakout or a reversal. Looking at the one-hour chart provides a more granular view of the price movements. We see some short-term fluctuations, but the overall trend on the one-hour chart appears to correlate with the long-term pattern on the daily chart. Let's narrow our focus to a specific period on the one-hour chart to examine a particular event. From October 2nd to October 6th, Microsoft had a sharp upward trend, possibly linked to positive news or increased investor confidence during that time period. Now, let's shift to the 15-minute chart for an even more detailed analysis of MSFT's short-term dynamics. This timeframe highlights more pronounced price oscillations, illustrating the immediate reaction to various market forces. On the 15-minute chart, the volume and the frequency of price changes can also be analyzed to further interpret the underlying momentum of the stock. By zooming in on specific candlestick patterns, we can isolate periods of high volatility and identify potential breakouts or reversals in the short term. Moving back to the daily chart, we observe key support levels around $385 and resistance near $468. While there have been instances of short-term declines, the overall trend still suggests a range-bound market for Microsoft. The one-hour chart confirms the resistance levels mentioned earlier, showing several instances of price rejection at around $415. Furthermore, we can see strong support levels at around $410. In summary, MSFT's price action is complex and depends on several factors. The current range-bound market makes the near-term predictions uncertain. However, a break above the $468 resistance would be a strong bullish signal. A breach below $385 support would signal a potential bearish trend. The likelihood of these outcomes heavily depends on future news developments, investor sentiment, and overall market conditions. Keep an eye on the upcoming earnings reports and any significant announcements regarding Microsoft's AI initiatives. These events could greatly impact the stock's short-term price. Technical indicators combined with news sentiment can help us anticipate major price swings. Remember, this analysis is for informational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always conduct your research and consult with a financial professional before making any investment decisions.